Okay guys, today I'm going to be working on my bush hog wheel. A little story behind what happened. My mother was been bush hogging in the pasture for the last week or so, and evidently she's been turning, real fast with the wheel down. So what's happened is the hubs broke free from the spindle. So if you look at the spindle, one side's longer than the other, and the wheel is offset, so that when I put it back in there and I got the wheel lifted up off the table enough to have about the right stance on it. And so what I'm going to try to do is tack this on down. I'm going to tack it using my MIG, and then I'm going to weld it with my new Hobart Stickmate. I bought this right before Christmas, and this is the first time I've used it. It took me about 30 minutes to get it set up. I had to change the plugs, and put the electrodes on. So I'm gonna be using 6011 stick, because basically all I've done is degrease it. This spindle's plenty thick enough. I think if I can get a good transfer over here on this wheel without melting it through, I'll be in good shape. So I'm gonna get you set up on the tripod, and maybe you get to see some of it. Okay, so basically, like I said, I'm just trying to get this thing centered. It's wobbled all over. What I did have to do is it knocked this grease fitting out right here, so I went back and I re-tapped it, put new grease fitting in before I weld it back in. All I'm going to do is get it halfway centered. This thing's kind of wobbly. I ain't really liking it. Let's see if I can stick something else under here. That's much better. Now this side's a little bit off. That's a little deep. That's about as good as I'm going to get. Now I got to get the gloves and get the shield. Yeah, I got to get this up. This welder does that. Got her tacked pretty good. Now it's just a matter of going around with the stick. I've never used it before, so it won't be no problem. I'm hoping I can get make these ground cables so short. I'm hoping I can get a good ground right there. What I do? It's been a while since I've used a stick. This thing won't hold crap. Hook it up to that. Makes a good hot weld, that's for sure. Got that damn grease smoking in there. Alright, now I gotta turn this damn thing. Trying to get a little burn through on the other side of the damn thing. Never find that stuff he's looking for. Do is clean up this area right here. A little bit burn through now. I'm going to get this right here and we'll work on that. This one, I ain't worried about it being level because it's going to stay where it's at. Yeah, she's on fire. Alright then, I think probably going to be one side, it might be enough. Whew, it's smoky. One side might be enough without having to do both sides, but of course it ain't going to be no trouble. It did boil the grease out of there though. Ain't no trouble to turn it over and do the other side. Just got to clean this grease up out of the way. That sun is hot. Oh, y'all can see that's the grease that come out of this inside this wheel. So you pump grease in the shaft, you know. But anyway, all I like is y'all can see. Just put. You know, I'm going to probably just put a little bead around that right there and call her quits, and she ought to be good to go for another few hundred hours anyway. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. You know, want to replace a wheel, if you can weld it back. That's what I say. You know, of course, if the whole thing had been broke, it probably wouldn't have been worth fooling with. But anyway, thanks for watching. Well, I wanted to give y'all a finish shot on it. Got my Zerk fitting back in here. The welds turned out look pretty good. I didn't get all the way there, but it ain't no big deal. I got around pretty good on this side. looks fairly good on that side. Ain't nothing right home about it. I'm not a professional welder, but I tell you, between that buzz box and this Hobart, they ain't no comparison. This Hobart will make a better welder out of anybody that can half-ass weld with that piece of shit. Same goes with that. That's fairly decent if it worked right all the time. It did pretty good today, but it don't last long. It overheats, and you know, this is the reason I went with the Hobart Stickmate, is because it can weld up to, you know, 1/2 inch steel. It's got a good duty cycle on it, and it'll weld a big electrode. And that little that little Clark down there, it won't weld. 1/8 inch is about all you can get, and I wouldn't even recommend that on that kind of buzz box. So anyway, thanks for watching.